Hello, I'm Larry Hilton. I'd like to share with you my vision for what Utah is and what it can become. It really starts with an understanding of the foundations of freedom. Issues such as understanding that we each should enjoy to their fullest extent, God-given unalienable rights. Principles such as limited government, checks and balances between various levels of government and branches as well. Also concepts such as due process, equal protection. They all combine together to create a society in which liberty reigns supreme. And in such a society, peace and prosperity flourish. My vision for Utah is as an oasis of liberty. Utah occupies a unique position in the world. We're already recognized by many as being a family-friendly, liberty-loving, hard-working, common-sense collection of really vibrant communities. But there's more that we can do in order to create an environment that will attract business and commerce into the state. It starts with having a sound monetary policy. Business abhors uncertainty, and our current monetary systems here and throughout the world are anything but certain and stable. We've already taken important steps as a state in moving toward the constitutional model of choice in currency. This can have a tremendous effect in attracting new employers and ventures into our state. The next step would be the area of fiscal policy. And this has two separate sides, tax and budgetary considerations. On the tax side, there's a number of very significant things we can do to establish a much more business-friendly tax structure. This one step alone in this area can have a significant attractive effect in drawing these employers, business ventures into our state. On the regulatory side, we always need to be vigilant in making sure that we're protecting public safety and making proper and full disclosures to the consuming populace. But at the same time, we want to not unduly burden our businesses with regulatory systems that are either outdated, overly broad, or just not really well thought through. So looking at our regulatory structure is a very important point to consider. Also, with respect to our budgetary and financial affairs as a state, we're already at about pushing almost 90% of our constitutional debt load. We can do better than that as well. We need to live within our means, pay as we go, save for a rainy day, have foresight looking at what kinds of projects in terms of infrastructure and so forth we have coming down the road. If we do all these measures, combining it with who we already are, we can really make Utah one of the preeminent business venues of the world. The brightness of our future depends to a very large degree on our ability to fully develop, both individually and collectively, our talents, our intellectual capacity, and our knowledge base. We need to look back at proven principles of local control of our schools, choice between schools, between curricular options, and between modes of learning. After all, no two students learn exactly the same way. As a state, we can really help by establishing a virtual superhighway using economies of scale for our local schools so they can access the vast array of open educational resources that are coming online and growing, available for free. You know, in this very competitive 21st century economy, we need to help our students not just meet minimum standards, but realize their full potential. Utah is rich. We've got enough natural resources to power the nation for a century, and yet the federal government has them tied up. We don't have access to the resources that we have in our own backyard. We need to remain vigilant both now and moving forward to gain full access to our state lands and to our school trust lands. We can do this by making sure that the leaders in Washington know that we won't rest until they've kept every promise and commitment they made to Utahns when we entered the Union. I'm Larry Hilton, running for House District Seat 27. Thank you for engaging in the political process. We really can't underestimate the very significant importance of what we're engaged in terms of leaving a lasting legacy of liberty for our children. I would sincerely appreciate your support in this effort, and I ask for your vote on April 14th. Thank you.